How's it going, everyone? It's Jeremy J coming at you with another video. I want to start this video by saying I'm grateful for warm weather here in Utah. I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for my two daughters being able to do yoga today. I'm grateful for just the opportunity to live another day. This video is going to be about my own weakness with myself, my biggest weakness with myself, and that is my own self-esteem and self-confidence. One of the things I've struggled with my whole life is the ability to do what the Four Agreements. The Four Agreements is a book, and one of the Four Agreements is keep your word with yourself, be impeccable with your word with yourself and with other people. And make firm, to me, that's making firm and congruent decisions without wavering. Of course, in life, there's the ability to course correct and change the course of your ship based on new information or situations that arise and that kind of thing. So it's not like all decisions are always just set in stone. But I've struggled in my life with decisions, making firm decisions. 2 months ago, I started doing yoga every day. That's been something I've been trying to do for about 5 years. I've been writing about it in my journal regularly. I should do yoga every day. It took me 5 years to finally do it. I emailed my home loan company, because home values have gone up so much, my condo value has gone up so much, I thought about taking out a second mortgage on my home and buying some Tesla stock, because the value of the home has gone up and Tesla stock went down. And then I got scared and told them I'm going to hold off on this for now. And that has to be frustrating for someone to hear me say I'm considering doing a home loan and then backing out. That's got to be frustrating. So I am here acknowledging this weakness of mine, my ability to make firm decisions and be congruent with myself and my word. It's something I have to work on. It's hard. I consider myself a more peaceful Gandhi-like man. And there's parts of me I know that are cowardly and weak. And that's a hard thing for me to say as a man. To say, yep, I'm a weak man. I'm a coward. I do not like confrontation at all. I don't like violence, aggression, overbearance, any kind of conflict or war or aggression is just, it's completely the opposite of what I resonate with. I learned from a child, from experiences I had as a child. I made a very conscious choice that I was going to be a man of peace and love. And I'm far from perfect at it. As throughout my journey of personal growth and discovery over the last 7.5 years, I've been hurt a ton, and I've caused hurt. And it's like, geez, like there's some, from all the things I've experienced and learned since I've been single and had relationships over the last 7.5 years, and some of the really difficult situations that have come up, I'm like, if I would have known all this when I chose to get divorced in 2014, I'm not sure I would have made the choice. I might have just been like, I don't know if I want to go through all of that. I think I'll just stay in my little box. Nevertheless, I'm grateful for a lot of the experiences I've had since getting out on my own for the last 7.5 years, and wonderful experiences with people I've had, great memories, and a revealing of the things I have to work on. So this is just a a recognition of the things in me that I have to work on. And my mother said to me that my greatest strength was finding the positive and good in situations and coming up with solutions to solve problems. And I agree with her. She's a very in tune, empathic woman, and I miss her. She's someone, a lot of times I wish I could talk to her and hear what she has to say. But this is just a video to share this about myself, and it's good to acknowledge our weaknesses. It's important. It's not something we need to dwell on. We don't need to go so far as to shine an eye of Sauron, so to speak, on our weaknesses, such that we just live there and can never overcome them. I know for the rest of my life, I'm likely going to be a man of peace, because that resonates with me, because there is so much anger and chaos and conflict in this world. So I choose to be what's not normal, and that is to turn the other cheek and to do what Christ would do in situations. Not that I'm the most religious person at all, but Christ is a good example of a way of being. So these are just some thoughts I'm having today. And I think the best thing to do when you're feeling these doubts and weaknesses within yourself is to focus on gratitude for what you are able to do. Acknowledge to yourself, just to yourself, your weaknesses. Say, yes, I struggle with these things. Allow yourself to feel any emotions associated with that. Sadness, frustration, anger, all of those are valid emotions. All human emotions are valid. But you do not need to project these emotions onto anyone. You simply feel them within yourself, by yourself, and continue forward. And my hope is that I can be a better man each day, each and every day, to be a better man, to learn from my past mistakes, to recognize my weaknesses, and to enjoy this thing called life, because we only get one of them. So what about you? What are some things about yourself that you acknowledge as weaknesses or things to work on? Feel free to share in the comments. I'd be curious to hear what you have to say, and then share some strengths about yourself. And so I'll end with that. I'll end by sharing some strengths within myself that I see within myself. I am a peaceful man in a world where peace is hard to come by. I have worked very hard to just be very calm and grounded and centered. I've done a lot of meditation and yoga and mindfulness, and there are many who would say that this peacefulness, this kind of lack of passion maybe, is a bad thing for a man, but I don't agree. I think if the world was full of men who were even-tempered and could think rationally and logically, the world would be a better place. And I'm on the path to becoming that man. I'm not saying I am that man. I'm very human still. I do believe, as my mom said, that I have the ability to solve problems. I overcame Lyme disease and self-diagnosed myself with a disease that most people can't figure out for decades. They just think their body has some weird inflammation and all these intolerances and things like that. So problem solving, how to solve difficult problems. I have the gift of that. how to take a situation and be positive, even in the most difficult situations in my life, back surgeries, Lyme disease, and hosts of devastating viruses, and heartbreak, and the causing of heartbreak, and great pain in my life. Being able to take those situations and alchemize them to turn them into gold, or at least silver, or maybe even bronze in some cases. To take the good and the truthful things from those situations, because in all situations with people, there's always some truth to glean, and to say, yes, there's the truth in what happened there. There's always some truth. That is another gift of mine. I have the gift of, I have athleticism, basketball. As I've been doing yoga every day for over 2 months now, I can feel my body's athleticism returning. It's a good feeling to be able to move my body in an athletic way. I feel very humbled through life's experiences, and I had a good experience at the Westerner this past Wednesday, where I go dancing. I talked about giving like no one else in my last video, and so I decided to try it out. So I got a $100 bill, and I gave it to the person at the entrance of the Westerner, and I said, it's $5 to get in. And I said, here you go, and please tell the next 19 people that they are covered and to pay it forward. About 30 minutes later, while I was sitting down, I had a young man come up to me, and he asked me, were you the one that paid for a bunch of people to get in? And I said I could neither confirm nor deny this. And he said, well, can I buy you a beer or something? And I told him I was very grateful for his offer, but I am not drinking at this time. But thank you very much. And then he went on his way. That felt good to do. That felt very good to do. So I guess what I'm saying is, hey y'all, I'm an imperfect man. I don't want to live in that imperfection, but I have to acknowledge it. And I'll have more videos about this in the future, I'm sure. Let's see, is there anything else I want to talk about? Y'all are probably wondering why you haven't seen Chelsea in my videos. And it's because she and I broke up a couple months ago, and I was the one that broke it off because I wasn't strong enough and good enough in my mind to be a good husband and father to her and her kids. And that was a tough pill for me to swallow. She's an incredible woman, and been very hard to let go of her. Women like her don't come around very often, and I have a sense of knowing that I may never find someone like her again, and I may be a wandering hermit for the rest of my life. And you guys can judge me as you see fit for that. But I'm very grateful for the about year and a half I had with her. She's the highest caliber woman I've ever been with. Treated me the best of any woman I've been with. Had the most wonderful and amazing experiences out of any woman I've been with. Hi, Dido. I'm a better man because I have known Chelsea. And it's a tough one. It's a tough one when you know that you will not find better than her. Not very likely, anyways. So that's just a little bit of an update about that. And I know some of you are going to be probably pretty surprised, or some of you will be upset. Some of you, all human emotions are welcome. Feel free to crucify me however you want, based on what I've told you. But I feel like I did the right thing for everyone involved. Tried to do the right thing, and she's just a beautiful, wonderful, precious soul that I'll never forget. So those are some thoughts, some of the thoughts I have for today. 15-minute video now. I think I'm going to do my next video for my two daughters, Ellie and Sienna. I'm going to make a list of things I want them to be able to come to me with and share it, like at a time when I'm passed on. If they ever want to talk to me, I'm going to do a video with a lot of things, a lot of subjects that life presents you with and what to do in each case, or at least my advice. All right, that's a lot. This is a pretty vulnerable video. Yeah. Lots of deep reflection going on right now for me. And it appears a new path. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.